morning children. We are doing practice paper 2. Already the paper 1 is completed. Now the here questions section A carries 1 mark. First question. The weight of a table is 4 times the weight of a chair. Write it as a linear equation in two variables. The weight of a table is 4 times the weight of the chair. So we are taking that weight of the table is x, rupees x means chair. Let us take that rupees y. So according to the question, what we can write? According to the question, x equal to weight of the table is 4 times the weight of the chair. So 4y. So since it is a linear equation in two variable, we have to write in a standard form x minus 4y equal to 0. So we got the equation in two variables. Find whether x equal to 4 and y equal to minus 2 is a solution of 2x plus 4y equal to 0. That is the second question. So what we should do? Put x and y value respectively on the given equation. That means x equal to 4 and y equal to minus 2 in 2x plus 4y equal to 0. Since it is that whether it is a checking part only. So we are taking LHS. LHS equal to 2 into 4. We are replaced x by 4 and 4 into minus 2. So what we are getting? 8 minus 8. What is the value there? Equal to 0. That means it is equal to RHS. Therefore, LHS equal to RHS. That this shows what? It is a solution. It means what? 4 minus 2 is a solution. Third question. Construct an acute angle and draw the bisector of its supplementary. Draw the bisector of its supplementary. So an acute angle we have to construct. Any angle you can construct. 45 if you want, 30 we want, we can construct is the one. So which I felt easy means 60 degree. So first I'll construct a 60 degree means draw a ray, then draw the semicircle. So first cutting means it is 60 degree. Second equal cutting means it's 120 degree. Third means 180 degree. So we can produce backward direction this ray also. So AOB is equal to 180 degree we got. So 60 degree we will complete the first angle. So 60 degree is the acute angle means what it's a supplement? It's a supplement equal to 120. So we will write here 60, the remaining will be 120, right? So after that what we must do? We should bisect this 120 because draw the bisector of its supplement. So anybody wants to do in this way we can do. Any other angle you want to do means that also you can go. So better this is a one cutting is equal easy. So we are selecting 60. Once again what we should do? We should draw an ray first OA. Next semicircle should be drawn. Now the equal cutting first, second and third. Third means where it will come opposite ray will complete it. So AOB equal to 120. Now if you draw this, it is clear this angle is 60. So what is the remaining angle? It is equal to 120. What we should do? Bisector of 120 to be drawn. Right? So draw the bisector of its supplement. So we got which angle, which ray we have to mark. So the first AOB is 180 degree we have decided. So I'll take C. AOC equal to 60. Therefore COB equal to 120. Now COB bisector is, I'll write OD. OD bisects, ray OD bisects angle COB. So from the figure we can write that angle COD equal to DOB equal to 60 degree. COD and BOD equal to which angle? 60 degree angle. Okay, the fourth question now. The edge of the solid cube is 6 cm. How many cubes of 2 cm edge can be formed from this cube. So edge of the solid cube is 6. From the 6 centimeter we have to make how many cubes of 2. So number of cubes equal to volume of the bigger cube or solid cube by volume of the small cubes. So volume of the normal formula it is a cube. Since it's a 1 mark, you can do directly 6 cube by 2 cube. So cancel, we will get 3 into 3 into 3. That means 27 cubes. So 27 cubes of 2 centimeter edge, one edge is equal to 2 centimeter, can be made from the given solid of cube having side equal to 6 centimeter. Question number 5, that is section B, starts from here onwards. It is 2 mark questions. 2 marks questions. M and OP is a parallelogram. Q and R on the points on the sides MN and ON respectively. If area of the triangle PRM equal to 12 centimeter square, find area of the triangle POQ. Area of the triangle POQ we have to find here. Since it is a 2 mark question, we can avoid a given to prove and all. But this is a question from chapter 9 only. So that theorem you have not learned this present year. But I can explain that one. When a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base and between the same parallels are on the same base and between the same parallels, then area of the triangle equal to half of the area of the parallelogram. That means, let us see the example of this one. Area of the triangle PRM is given. So I am taking PRM. So PRM is on which base? PM. Right? PRM is on the which base? PM only. But it is also between the parallels MN and ON, because it is given that MNOP is a parallelogram. So let us mark like this also. It is clear to you. So PRM, which is 12 centimeter square area, it is given that it is a triangle on the base PM and the parallels between ON and PM. Right? Similarly, we can go for the another triangle which we have to calculate area of the triangle POQ. Area of the triangle POQ is on the same the base OP and between the parallels OP and MN. So what we can say that area of POQ equal to half of the area of the parallelogram. How we have told about the triangle PRM. Area of the triangle PRM is also equal to half of the area of the triangle MNOP. POQ is also equal to area, half of the area of the triangle MNOP only. So what is the meaning of this one? Both the areas are equal. So already we know that area of the triangle PRM is 12. So what you can say about area of the triangle POQ? That is also equal to 12 centimeters square. So here the theorem we have not learnt, but still we must learn that when the two triangles are on the same base and between the same parallels, their areas are equal. One triangle and one parallelogram are on the same base and between the same parallels, then area of the triangle is half of the area of the parallelogram. That concept you must know. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle passing through the points A, B, C, D. DC is produced to a point E. If angle BCE equal to 85 degree, find the angle BAD, and then we have to find the angle BOD also. So we have to find, this means here it is 85 degree. If it is 85 degree, it is an exterior angle only. Exterior angle of the cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite interior angle, not close to one, opposite interior angle. So if it is 85, if it is 85, what you can say about angle BAD? Angle BAD is also equal to 85. What is the rule? Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite interior angle. Now we have to calculate a BOD only. BOD is 2 times of BAD because angle subtended arc theorem. So 2 into 85, it is equal to 170 degree. So if you are asking reflex means, we have to go this way. only, otherwise we can go this only. So 170 degree. So it is an easy concept because exterior angle of the cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite interior angle. So both the values are 85. Now what is the next theorem? It is angle subtended arc theorem only. By that what we can write, if angle BAD equal to 85, then BOD equal to 170. Write the reason in bracket. So angle BOD equal to 170. Draw angle DEF equal to 72 degree. Construct 3/4 of angle DEF using a compass and a ruler. So here draw angle is given because 72 degree using ruler and compass we cannot construct. So the word is very clear, draw only. Draw means we have to use the protractor. Construct 3/4 of DEF using compass. See, suppose any angle we have drawn, we will be bisected. Angle bisector property we have already learned, and we know that how to do the angle bisection and all. So the means it is equally divided. That means halfway we got. Now again we are dividing this half. Again we are dividing means what will happen? 1/4 only will come, right? So here also half we got, half of the value we got. Again here 1/4 only we got. This angle is called 3/4 of the total angle. I think the idea is clear. When an angle bisector is drawn, this is divided into two equal halves. Again, one half is divided into two parts means each will be equal to 1/4. So half plus 1/4, what is the value? 3/4. So the same concept only we have used here. What is the first step? Draw angle DEF equal to 72 degree using protractor. Now EG we are bisecting first. First it was, what is the degree I have taken? 72. When it is bisecting, what will happen to this up to here? It is bisecting. EG is bisecting angle DF. So this is equal to 36. So we need 3/4. So 1/4 also we needed. So another half we are using for dividing equally. So half is divided equally means each part equal to 1/4. So 36 is divided means it will be equal to 18. So 36 plus 18, what is the total angle now? It is equal to 54 degree. So 3/4 of DEF means 3/4 into 72, right? 3/4 into 72. So it is 18 only. 18 3s are 54 degree. So we got a 54 degree now. How we have got a? First it was 72 bisected, each part equal to 36. Again this 36 to be there, 136 only we divided into two equal parts. That means 36 is, if dividing equally means each part will be equal to 18. So this 36 plus 18 if we add, then we'll got 54. So 54 degree is known as 3/4 of angle DEF. Eighth question. If the circumference of the base of a solid right circular cone is 236 cm, its slant height is 12 cm, find its curved surface area. So curved surface area of the cone means it is pi RL only. So what is given in the question? Circumference of the base of the circular cone. Circumference of the base of the cone. That means it will be equal to 2 pi r. So 2 pi r equal to 236. If we are going for pi r, it will be equal to 118 only. Why we are going for pi r, you will come to know by next formula. L is also given. L is equal to 12 centimeter. Now CSA of the cone equal to pi RL. That means we should multiply, and our answer is 1416 centimeter square. Here we have applied first pi r, then L we have multiplied. So what is the total value? 1416 centimeter square is called the curved surface area of the given cone. A die is rolled 150 times and its outcomes are recorded as below. Outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Frequencies 25, 30, 15, 28, 30 to 20. Find the probability of getting an odd number is the first question, and multiple of 4 is the second question. So we will write the formula first. Probability of any event, the number of trials in which the event happened divided by total number of trials. So we have written the formula. What is the first question? P of an odd number. Odd number, I have written already the answer 72 150 equal by 150. It is equal to 12 by 25 because it's a 2-mark question only. So how many are favoring here? 1, 3 and 5. Let us check the frequencies. 25, 15, then 32. So it is equal to 72. Similarly, multiple of 4. 4 means only one is coming. That is 4 only here. So how many frequency are there happened? 28. 28 divided by 150. So our answer is 14 divided by 75. So we got the 2 answers. Next question now. Question number 10. On checking a trunk containing bulbs, it was found that there are 600 bulbs and 75 of them are defective, not usable. Find the probability of selecting a bulb at random which is non-defective. So question is given that out of 600 bulbs, how many are defective? 75 are defective. But the question is asked for, probability is asked for non-defective. Total number of bulbs in a trunk equal to 600, that is our total number of trials. Defective bulbs is equal to 75. That means what is the number of non-defective bulbs? 600 minus 75, it is equal to 525. Since the probability is asked for how many bulbs are non-defective, so P of getting a bulb non-defective equal to, first formula to be written, number of trials in which event happened divided by total number of trials. So how many are favoring to this one? 525. So 525 by 60, it is equal to 7 by 8. So that is the probability for getting a non-defective bulb. So section A and section B are completed here according to this question paper. With this today's class I am winding up. Thank you.